Hi guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Farthest Frontier. It is the latest game from Crate Entertainment, the same guys who made the very good ARPG called Grim Dawn. And as always, I'm going to play the game for an hour or two, and I'm going to be giving you my running commentary throughout. If you are in a hurry, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, and there I will give you my quick, concise, final opinions on whether or not the game is good, or whether or not it is worth $30, since the game costs $30, and the game is currently in early access. Now, this game is a pretty far divergence, I guess I can say, from their previous game. Crate Entertainment have only ever published or created one game, which is Grim Dawn, and that is obviously, like I said, a very good ARPG. Now, this is not an ARPG, this is a colony sim, like a strategy colony sim game, almost like Banished or like Anno. You can almost say that it's like Anno or Settlers, the old Settlers games. The new Settlers games are absolutely trash, so I'm not even gonna compare a game like this to that. But yeah, today we are gonna see if the game is actually worth it. So first off, the video settings is pretty good. I'm actually surprised. The settings actually notify you and tell you that the resolution change when you select full screen, which is borderless full screen. They call it windowed full screen, but it's actually borderless full screen. They actually notify you that the resolution change on borderless full screen does not work, but they were smart enough to put the super sampling. It's weird that it's called super sampling, but anyway, usually it's called resolution scaling. That's usually what it's called, but they were smart enough to put this toggle over here so that you can change the resolution that the game runs on even when you are running the game on borderless full screen. So normally it would be an issue if you cannot change the resolution on borderless full screen, because many games, unfortunately, because they are developed by either developers who are bad or developers who don't care, many games do not allow you to change the render resolution on borderless full screen mode. So the game will just automatically adopt the resolution at which your desktop is running. And my desktop is running at 4K resolution, which obviously would be really bad performance-wise when the entire game is also rendered at 4K resolution. So that's the way that bad devs do it. They don't allow you to change the resolution on borderless full screen mode. Like, for instance, actually there's several games that do that. The only one that I can think of right now is Division 2, because I play a lot of Division 2. Division 2 is obviously published by Ubisoft, which is a multi-billion-dollar company, and yet on Division 2 they do not allow you to change the resolution on full screen borderless mode. So yeah, even indie devs like this can create a game better than what Ubisoft can. So it's very good that they allow you to still change the resolution on borderless windowed mode. That is the way that it is supposed to be. You are supposed to be allowed to change the resolution on borderless windowed mode as well. Then you can change the refresh rate. This is very good. You can change it to 50, anything like that. What I would like to see here is you should be able to change it to 144 as well. 144 is not available right here. So obviously a lot of G-Sync monitors run at 144, and 144 is not an option. So that is an issue. That is something that I would like to see added to the game. But still, that does not affect me since I don't have a G-Sync monitor. But still, some of you might have a G-Sync monitor, and then the 144 option is not present at all. There's only 75 and then unlimited, which you could run it at unlimited. I don't know if the G-Sync monitor will limit it to 144 then, but yeah, like I say, they should allow you to actually select any refresh rate up to, I would say, 150 perhaps, and then after that they can put unlimited if they want to. But that is an issue, that the 144 refresh rate is not available. And then otherwise than that, there are not many graphical options, to be honest. The only thing that you can choose is anti-aliasing. Let's bump that up to 4 times, and then shadows and nothing else. There's no texture quality, object detail, nothing like that. Foliage detail, nothing like that. So that is a slight issue, to be honest. So if your game does not, if your computer does not meet the minimum requirements, then there's nothing you can do about it, because you cannot change the graphical settings. You cannot change texture quality or nothing like that. So that is an issue that I hope they will work on. But yeah, the game is still in early access, like I said, so they will obviously still change things. So then you can choose between easy difficulty, medium difficulty, and hard. I would like it if they actually showed you how much resources and stuff you are going to get. So instead of showing +2 resources, +1 resource, -1 resource, or normal resource, whatever that means, instead of showing that, they should show you the total amount of resources, you know? The same with the hunting and wildlife, the same with the hostile forces, and the same with the healthcare adversity. They should show you +30% wildlife and hunting, +40% hostile forces, +50% healthcare adversity. You know, that kind of stuff. They must show you exactly how much. This BS is not helpful at all. It's really not helpful, and I have a big issue with games that do not clearly tell you what changes between the different difficulties. So that is something that they really need to fix. They really need to be way more transparent with regards to what the difficulties actually change, you know? And then you can change your name, and then terrain random. Let's make it plains. Alpine valleys are going to have a lot of mountains. Arid highlands are not going to have a lot of fertility. Lowland lakes will be nice. It will have a lot of water. I guess we can take lowland lakes, that's fine. Pacifist mode. Pacifist disables raiding parties, invading armies, and aggressive animals like wolves and bears. No, that's fine. We will take that, and we will take the highest size map. Once again, this is a transparency issue. They must not just tell you small, medium, large. They must tell you 36 by 36 and 64 by 64 and then 128 by 128, something like that, you know, the way that the old Age of Empires games used to do it. They really need to be more transparent with regards to the map size, because this really is pretty useless. So once again, the devs need to be more transparent with regards to the game settings, because it's really quite important. The next 20 hours, 30 hours of your gameplay on this map will be determined by these settings. So it's really quite important, because the next 30 hours of your enjoyment is determined by this. You can also select advanced settings and then extra resources. Oh, you see, so this is actually much better. When you click on advanced settings, you can actually see extra resources, initial villager count. So not only is it extra resources, it also determines your initial villagers. So that's actually that makes the setting much more important, because you're going to have more villagers at the beginning as well. And then you can see you get less bows, you get less weapons, you get less food. So it's not just resources, it's also weapons and arrows and tools and that kind of stuff. And then wildlife, it shows you, okay, well, this isn't useful at all. It shows you plentiful, rare, average, that kind of stuff. That's not useful at all. Like I said, they need to show you plus 20%, plus 30%, whatever, you know. So this unfortunately is not useful. Maladies, here we go. So this is what we want to see. 60% less diseases, 30% less diseases, and normal disease chance on hard. So that is exactly what I was talking about. That's what we should see. And then here, unfortunately, it does not show you the percentages. So this maladies one is for some reason the only setting on which they showed you actual percentages. I mean, they do show you on here how much, but it would also be nice to just give you a quick, like 20% more, 30% more, whatever, in addition to these numbers. These numbers are good, you know, that's what I want to see. I want to see exactly what resources I'm getting on normal versus hard, you know. That's very good, but it would just be nice to also have a quick percentage breakdown in case you don't want to go and actually work out what the percentage differences are between these, even though it looks like a 20% difference. If I can just quickly look at the numbers, there's a 20% difference between this one and this one, and from this one and this one it's more like a 30 to 40% difference. So the difference between these two are bigger than the difference between these two. But yeah, that's good. And then unfortunately they don't show you anything about the map size at all. You can change the map seed, even though that is not useful in any way, shape or form to us, because you cannot see the map that is being generated. In some games, like the older Age of Empires games, they actually, when you click on the map seed, they show you a generation of the map, because the map is actually generated when you click on the map seed. It actually generates the map. So unfortunately they don't have that option here. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the game.
Life can be harsh everywhere, but in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. This wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Okay. I don't mind that animation quality too much. Usually I don't like games that have that kind of still animation. Like it's not real animation, it's like still a still frame animated. Usually I don't like that, but that's not too bad. It's nicely animated. One thing that I would like to see is the game actually loading during that video, because that's literally just a video, a .mp4 or a .avi file that is being played for us, and I don't understand why the game can't load, do the map loading during that video. There's really no reason why that cannot be done. I've seen games do that, where they show you a video and right after the video, literally 2 seconds after the video ends, you are in the game. So really they should do it that way. They should load the game. All of this loading is unnecessary because they literally just took whatever 30 seconds or so of our time by playing that video file for us, and they could have used that time to do this loading. So all of this loading is unnecessary. That's definitely a optimization that they could have done. But yeah, it's not terrible, but it is wasted time. Like all of this time is wasted time. You know, I don't like games with long loading screens. So this is definitely time that the developers could have saved of the player. And I'm gonna leave this loading screen in for you guys, as always with any of my first impression reviews, because you guys need to see how long the loading screens are. If the loading screens are hilariously long, then that is going to affect my opinion of the game. We've finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and chosen for a promising site to construct your and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron, and potential food resources. Holy crap, the UI is small, so we are definitely going to have to make that bigger, because that is hilariously small. Okay, even on maximum, even taking the maximum UI scale, it's still actually a little bit small, but okay. At least they allow us to increase it. Can we pause the time or not? It doesn't seem like we can pause the time. Okay, so all of this... Okay, so I just right-clicked. Right-click opens the main menu. I don't understand why that happens. Why would right-click open the main menu? Okay, so we want to see... I can't even see what these resources are. Okay, bird's nest, hawthorn, greens. Let's zoom out. Okay, so this is the maximum zooming out that is possible. Bird's nest, hawthorn. They say clay. Where's clay? Iron ore. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of resources over there. Patch of herbs. Hawthorn. I don't know what resource would be clay would be important. I think it's okay right here. I don't want to destroy a lot of trees. I want to destroy as few trees as possible. So yes, blah blah. Okay, can we pause time at all? Yes, we can. Okay, now, first off, I don't like the fact that you can't pause the time before placing your base, because always these guys are, unless it's a very basic, you see there, unless it's a very basic strategy game like the old Age of Empires games that did not have any happiness or food or water or warmth or needs of any kind, unless it's a basic strategy game like that, then it is a big issue if you cannot pause. Now you can already see, already just during that little time that I spent searching for a place to actually place my base, already their needs have started to run out. So that is an issue. They really should allow you to pause the game while placing your base, and I couldn't. Space did not work, and yet now space does work. So you can see there, when you press space, which is standard in these games, the time is paused. So that's my first issue. They need to allow you to pause the game during that section, because now already I lost 20% diet, and possibly your villagers will die and run out of food if you take too long to place your base. So let's see. So where's the tutorial? It would be fantastic if we got a tutorial. I did select the tutorial. Did enable the tutorial. Where was it? Tutorial enabled? Yes. So the tutorial is enabled, and I do not see a tutorial anywhere. So that is the second issue. So how do we build? So they get food. There's multiple different types of food. They have clothing, and then they also have tools. So you're gonna have to make clothing for your villagers, your workers. They need tools to work. They have different food types, and they need an education, and they can also get sick, and they also have an age. So not only does the game have a needs system, it also has an age system as well, and a happiness system as well, and a warmth system as well. So this is quite I wouldn't say complicated, but quite a diverse, maybe, strategy game. It's definitely not like Age of Empires, where, like I said, they have none of this. No happiness, no food, no warmth, nothing like that. Your villagers can't even get sick in Age of Empires. So, since we aren't getting given a ordeal, I have to figure out all of this on my own. So those are just informational stuff. Building menu, harvest resources, clear, manage walls, flatten terrain, dirt road, which costs, I don't know what it costs, 50 something, I don't know what that is. And then set exploration PO. So I assume that's set exploration point, not set exploration PO. There's clearly a couple of things that they still need to work out. The game is in early access, and they said that the game will be released out of early access in more or less a year. So yeah, they will definitely have to get working on these different things. Amenities and services. So if I deselect the worker, I will still be able to select all of these different things. So you don't need to select the worker in order to do that. This building site needs to be cleared of obstructions before construction can begin. Okay, so they need to work on that. Your thing needs to be built first before it is actually... It's not like Age of Empires where they just place the building, and it doesn't matter what is in the way, it will get destroyed. Here they first need to clear the building site before you can build the building. And the zoom in level is pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. So housing, obviously we're gonna need houses. Town center. Okay, so you need a town center. I'm assuming this is my town center. Town center building site. Yep. Okay, so we just need to wait. I'll just unpause the time while they are busy building this thing. It also seems that there are seasons, so there's spring, there's autumn, summer, and then winter. What's this at the top here? Firewood is low. If firewood runs out, production buildings that rely on it will cease function and villagers may die of exposure during winter. Ensure your wood splitter has a worker assigned and is supplied with logs. Build an additional wood splitter if more firewood production is needed. Housing shortage. Well, I can't do anything about the housing shortage. My people are still busy clearing the site. And then there's also a storage cart, which I don't know why. Yes, we will see. Maybe we need to take our resources and put it inside the town thing. I don't know. So since we have to wait for the creation and we can't build anything else, let's zoom in and see. There's a lot of people standing around doing nothing. This poor woman is building the place on her own. All on her lonesome. Okay, now literally no one is working. Everyone is standing around doing nothing. Why is no one working? It would be fantastic if there were like a progress bar or something like that, you know, to actually show you the progress, but yeah, there's nothing like that. Resources required, logs. Okay, harvesting resources. Resources like logs or stone must be marked for harvest before laborers will collect them. The harvest menu can be enabled by toggling the harvest button on the bottom right toolbar or by pressing the H key. Once the menu is open, select and drag blah blah blah, shift while clicking, dragging to deselect resources from harvest. Okay, so is that why you're not even crafting? But unless my imagination... Okay, no, there is no wood here. Now my question is, why did they take, what, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Before that tutorial popped up. That's a very important tutorial because I literally have not got enough resources to complete this building already now for the past 3 or 4 minutes, and the tutorial didn't pop up. So for 3 or 4 minutes, a tutorial that should have given me the information that I need did not pop up. So that's clearly an issue. I've literally wasted 3 or 4 minutes of game time now already due to the tutorial not popping up. So that's definitely an issue. What is this hawthorn? Hawthorn, large thorny shrub in the rose family that produces red berries which ripen late in fall in times of desperation. Hawthorn berries are one of the last remaining food sources for settlers. So it gives 0 berries right now. So I probably will not want to destroy the hawthorn bushes right now because the berries aren't ready to be harvested right now. Nuts. So from where are the nuts harvested? From the ground? Nuts. Yields 0. So I can't harvest those nuts yet. Something like this I can harvest. So how do I harvest it? Harvest that. How do I harvest it? It's on the ground, right? Even though you can't see it. Can't see the nest at all. But how do I harvest it? That's iron ore. Okay, so let's see. Trees, stones, bushes, berries. So can't I harvest this over here? Eggs? Nope. Nothing is happening. So I don't know. Perhaps I need a specific building to harvest the eggs. I'm not sure, to be honest. So yeah, already that's the fourth thing that I'm not happy with. The fact that the tutorial wasted about 4 minutes of gameplay already. They also have not yet given me a tutorial about the time, the pause, and the fast forward, and all of that stuff. Half time, you can even go half time if you want for some reason, which is slow-mo, and you can go +3 time. They haven't given us a tutorial about that yet either, so yeah, unfortunately it seems the tutorial is pretty bad so far. In fact, it's ostensibly useless so far. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, now they need workers, and we are done. Is it done? I didn't even get any notifications or nothing like that the building is complete. Like normally, like in Age of Empires, there's a little voice that pops up and says building complete, and then here at the side you will get a little notification telling you town center complete, and yet in this game there's nothing like that. Yeah, that's the fifth thing, to be honest, that is not good. Location desirability. So what determines location desirability? Like, I don't understand. I see the numbers going up and down. Okay, there's no up and down here. No up and down there. No up and down there. Here is some location desirability 7%. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then over here it becomes a little bit higher, 7%. So is it because of the town center? Is that the thing that's giving location desirability or what? Once again, it would be fantastic if the tutorial actually gave me any information. Never mind the useful information that I'm looking for. Literally any information would be useful. I also don't know what these four, well, the 2 squares on the left side and the 2 squares on the right side of the building is. Like, what are those squares? Like, should I place the building like this, 2 squares away from the town center, or can I place it like that? Will anything bad happen if I place one building next to another building? I really don't know because the tutorial isn't telling me anything. So, let's build it here. And then we can build that one there. I don't know how many people can live in a house. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. No, it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't tell you at all how many people can live in the house. So that's another issue. It needs to tell you how much housing a specific building is going to give. And it simply doesn't do that. So yeah, honestly, that's the sixth thing that I have an issue with. We're not even 10 minutes into the game and there's already, honestly, multiple issues. I mean, it's understandable that there's going to be issues. You know, this is, like I said, the first game of this type that these developers are making. But honestly, there's a couple of things that are really self-explanatory that even I, as a non-game dev, know. You know, stuff like a working tutorial. That's pretty important. You know, a working tutorial, I would say that is rather important. And the game simply doesn't have a working tutorial. Obviously an issue. So if you put this building next to these buildings, it lowers the desirability. So that's interesting. And then there's color changes. I don't understand the color changes. Like, I don't know. It shows red and then it shows yellow and stuff like that. I don't know what that means. Once again, the tutorial would be fantastic. It would be fantastic to have a game where there's an actual functional tutorial, but seems this game doesn't. Why do you get desirability 5 over here? You see there, desirability 5, and then over here, desirability 0. I don't understand why that is. Desirability 7. So has it also got to do with the town center? Yeah, it seems to also have to do with the town center. So the closer you put it to the town center, the more desirability. Okay, let's place it over there. That's the wood cutter or the firewood cutter. And then I would like to place a basic well. Too many wells in one spot and lack of tree cover can cause the ground to dry out. Okay, lack of tree cover. So you need tree cover. Water bonus 45. 50. Oh, here's a lot of water. So you can see the ground becomes blue certain places. I'm assuming it has to do with the layout of the valley. Since the lower a valley is, the more water, the easier it will be to reach the water. That's usually how it works. So, oh, 63%. A lot. 3%. Okay, well, let's place it over here, 63%. I am going to need stone as well, so let's see. Resources. Well, I would assume stone is at resources. So, pit, tannery, cobble, shop. Okay. Storehouse. Storehouse. Okay, so we need a storehouse. Storage card. Okay, we can do this one. Right there, stockyard, whatever. Stockyard, yes. Storage card. That requires planks, which I don't have. I assume you can make planks later on. Yes, produces planks, so I can't get that other thing yet. And then there's roads. Yes, we can make a road from here. Constructed by building. Okay, just like that. So I would like to point out once again that I haven't gotten a tutorial after that literal first tutorial that told me, hey buddy, you should probably be collecting some wood. That's literally the only tutorial that I've gotten so far. So yeah, like I said, the tutorial system leaves a lot to be desired. Constructed by building. Slope too steep. I'm not a fan of games that have stuff like slope mechanics, you know. If the slope is too steep, then they should automatically change the slope, you know? They should automatically make it so that the terrain is flattened, you know? You honestly should not get a notification of slope too steep. The game should do all of that stuff for you. Villager is stricken by dehydration. Okay, well, what can I do about that? I don't have stone to construct a well. I didn't start near water. Like there's no water anywhere. In fact, I didn't see any water on the entire map, to be honest. So yeah, where do I get stone? I don't see stone anywhere. Iron. Can we harvest that? Rock. Yes, we can. Is that the only rock in the area? Let's see. There's actually some rock over there, which isn't too far from my place. So let's harvest that and we prioritize it. Then let's harvest that as well. Okay, so go get that rock for the pit. because dehydration is not fun. Okay, I did prioritize it, so there we go. Took a little while, but they're going over there now. Holy crap, it takes long. Okay, go, 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 more people. Okay, everyone is eating. Yes, you can see the food dropping. So that one guy has dehydration. I just hope he doesn't die or anything like that. There we go. Prioritize. Prioritize. There we go. And we have water. 2 new villagers immigrated. Okay, so how do you get water? Oh, storage 27. Okay, so it should automatically do that. Okay, upgrades. How do you do the upgrades? Increased durable. Increased water capacity. Quicker water accumulation. Okay, I'm clicking on it, but nothing is happening, so I'm assuming we can't do that right now. Holy shit, 30 gold ingots. Are they gonna bloody build the well out of gold or what? What the hell do you need 30 gold ingots for? You literally need more gold than stone in order to upgrade the thing. More people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Okay, 6 houses you say. So you guys do now have water. Now we need food. So there's nuts and stuff here. Is someone working here? Orella. Okay, so someone is working there. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, harvest resource. Nuts. Hazelnut bush. Okay, so I don't see a hazelnut bush here. Like here, there's a bush that you can click on. Hazelnut bush, and it gives nuts. Here, I'm clicking, and there's nothing. There's the tree, but the tree doesn't have anything. I can even harvest that tree. And then the nuts, there's nothing to take, you know? I don't know how to harvest those nuts. There's also a bunch of hawthorn. Oh, okay, so we can actually harvest these. Hawthorn. Thorn. We can harvest all of these. Nuts, I'm clicking on that, can't harvest it. There we go, hazelnut bush. This bird's nest. There were eggs in it previously, as far as I can remember, but now there isn't. Anyway, I got 2 more villagers, that's nice. What's this? Red, what? Why? This well has run dry. Build more wells. Oh. Hopefully we aren't harvesting. No, I don't want to harvest the trees around this one. So let's remove this one. Remove as target. Okay, that one is already felled, unfortunately. This one, remove as target. We need to keep a couple of trees here. And then we need to build another well, probably. So that's resources, basic well. $56. Yes, we can build it here. Yes, just like that. And then we can also probably build one over here, even though the water, bonus water is very low over here. 52. 50. I mean, we can build one right here if you want to. 48. 50. Yeah, 50. That's pretty much the best that we're gonna get. I don't like the fact that trees, you need to keep trees around your well. Like, I can understand it, you know, like their logic is that if you remove the trees, then the water is gonna dry up quicker, but you don't need to make the game so realistic, you know, like, in fact, it's not even super realistic, because I've seen wells in the middle of the bloody desert in Saudi Arabia, and it's just a well in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert, and there's water in there. Like, people use it for water all the time. So if there can be a well with a lot of water, enough water to give enough, an entire village water, with not a single bloody tree in sight, then really it's not even so realistic to claim that if you remove all of the trees in an area, it's gonna reduce the water on the ground, you know, or in the ground. So yeah, but anyway, I'm just nitpicking the design choices of the devs. Let's see, so I want to make a road over there. Put one there. And put one there. Then we'll have 6 houses. And then we obviously need a lot of food. Okay, so what else do we need? I would like to point out I have only gotten one tutorial so far, and it was for the wood, that it told me that I can cut wood. No other tutorial at all so far. Store all items. We can make one of those. This will be good, a root cellar. Impending blizzard. That doesn't sound good. Root cellar will come over there. Hopefully we have enough wood. 61. Okay, well, let's hope that that is enough. Mushroom cluster. Okay, so the blizzard has kicked in. What happened to all of the stuff? Like, I'm pretty sure there were a bunch over here. I mean, definitely these ones over here had berries on them. Now it's gone. I don't quite understand that. I will have to double check that in the next season, because that would not be super good if resources literally disappear. That's not good mechanics, to be honest. I mean, are the devs trying to make a strategy game, or are they trying to make bloody Dark Souls, you know? Like, they really shouldn't make the game like massively difficult. It's just unnecessary for resources to actually disappear off the trees, you know? That's one thing that was off-putting about Frostpunk. I played Frostpunk, which is a semi-strategy game, and that game is just filled to the brim with quite unnecessary mechanics that just make the game more and more and more difficult. Like each and every one of the mechanics are just designed to screw you over. Like it's not my idea of fun, to be honest. So now we need, I think they said 6 weeks of food or something like that is our next objective. I did tell them to go take all of those different harvestables, so I hope that we have enough food. We can also build a store yard. Food production. Hunter cabin. Forager shack. Fishing shack. Well, there's no water anywhere nearby from what I could see. Okay, so they will collect everything in the area. Make one of those there, and then we can place another one like maybe around here or something. Right there. Food is obviously going to be very important, so we really should not mess around with food. We should do everything we can to get the maximum amount of food. Another one there. Then we will build roads. Hopefully those eggs aren't destroyed. Okay, it doesn't look like they will be destroyed, because I would not love that to happen. Why can't you go right through? What's the issue? obstructed by a road. How is it obstructed by... Villager attacked by predator. Where? Oh. A wolf. Okay, well. Bloody run away. Run. Go attack that bastard and you run. Run, Forrest, run. You. Over there. Kill that bastard. And he's dead. Kill the wolf. Holy shit, 2 dead villagers. Can they be helped? Or do they just die? Wolves are hilariously powerful. Like, he killed 3 villagers, basically. What can I do? He's wounded and will die if not taken to a healer. Okay. Do I have a healer place? I don't see a healer place anywhere. Like, I don't see a healer place anywhere. I mean, it should be at an amenities. Healer's house, tier 2. Well, look at that. Holy shit, gold. The thing costs 100 gold and 20 clay and 30 planks. Like, that's a hilarious amount of resources. I just think that's ridiculous. Like, that means that you won't be able to heal your people or resurrect your people at all until you are tier 2. That's the first problem. And secondly, 100 fucking gold. That's ridiculous. I don't have any gold, obviously. I just think that's a little bit ridiculous. So now obviously I'm gonna have to build a bloody graveyard. Make it over there. Yeah, I just think that's a little bit ridiculous. The fact that you can't do anything at all for your villagers. Like, you have to have that building, and it's a bloody difficult building to get. You know, 200 gold or whatever. It's tier 2. Like, how do you even go higher? Wounded in combat, blah blah blah. They will succumb to their injuries. Yes, I totally understand. Blah blah blah. Healer is available. Other villagers will automatically take any wounded villagers back to the healer's house for emergency treatment. I know, but I don't have a healer. Yes, he will die. I completely understand that. Yep, villager has died, just as I expect. How do you upgrade your tier? Next tier. Upgrade. Oh. Shelters. Market. Population. You see, it's ridiculous. 30 population that you require before you can go to the next tier and get the healer building. That's a massive hurdle of requirements. Like, seriously, that's a large hurdle. Yes, I already built a graveyard. Pretty busy. It would be fantastic if you told me earlier when the person actually died. But I understand it's extremely difficult to actually have a functioning tutorial apparently. Okay, so those guys will be taken to the graveyard hopefully. Okay, our stone is looking good, firewood, logs, everything's looking good. Now we need food. We need to concentrate on food. So this is a forager shack. Hopefully they will. Okay, yes. Blah blah blah. Unable to work. Why are you unable to work? Wandering, unable to work. Why? Like it says wandering, unable to work. Why are you unable to work? I don't understand. Anyway, is this one operational yet? Yes. Foraging greens. Okay, that's good. That's good, good, good. And then this one over here will also hopefully forage everything in sight. Okay, so I don't really need to worry about anything else. They are collecting everything. I should probably think about another well, because I do not want to run out of water. My water isn't displayed here at the top, so you would have to check on each and every individual well, which I'm not a fan of. Okay, 53, 53, 54, 53. We can go with 53. And then I want another one just over here somewhere. 50, 50, 50, 52, 53. That one there should be fine, just so that everyone has enough water everywhere. What's this? Storage is full. Okay, well, where did I build my storage building? Over here. Okay, well, you need to take the storage. I mean, what can I say? Take the storage over there. Even though I have a crap load of firewood, so it's not even like I would want them to take the wood from here over there so that they can create enough wood, because I already have enough wood. I still can't... Ah, saw pit. Yes, I can build a saw pit. The game is also not telling me when new buildings are being unlocked, so that's also probably an issue. I would really like it if the game actually told you, hey, listen, by the way, you have a new building unlocked. I don't understand what determines the desirability of this building. Like -7, 11, 4, 10, 4, 0, 3. Like, I don't understand the desirability thing. Over here it's 3. It would just be super helpful if you could get a tutorial about it telling you, okay, this is how desirability works, or just a better descriptor of what actually affects desirability. Okay, well, over here the desirability is 11. So I guess we can put it here. I guess that's fine. As long as the desirability isn't impacting those things over there, then should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. So they want a road down there and a road down there. If I look at the pointers, one left, one right, then they want a kind of a production line almost. So let's see. We rotate it like that. I guess that's fine. Like that. And then I can put a road over here. I do like the road system. The road system is very, very basic and it works. It just works. I hate games where the road system doesn't work. Like the road system in City Skylines, which is a game that I have probably 300 hours in. The road system in that game is pretty terrible, to be honest. It is really finicky, and a lot of the times it simply does not work. Whereas the road system in this game, it just works, and that's the way it should be. Okay, so they're still complaining about meat. I guess I can build a hunter place, hunter cabin. Let's see. Obviously, they want animals to be in the area. Hopefully, it will tell me when there are animals in the area. Well, I'm not seeing any animals in the area whatsoever. You can see there, none of the stats are changing. So there's no animals in the area, which kind of is understandable. They probably left the area, but well, what's the use of having a hunter cabin if as soon as you build it, the animals are just gonna leave the area? You know, what's the use? Look at that, not a single animal anywhere. There were animals over here, like over here in this area when I started, but now they're gone. I don't think, I don't know, should I build one? Like, what's the use if it's not even gonna catch a single animal? Yes, we can build one. And that's fine. Yes, we can build one over here as well. Okay, so if there is anything, then they will catch it. Crop field, hey. Once again, it's irritating. Like, I unlock new buildings all the time, and yet the game doesn't tell me at all. Vegetables and grain. So do you need a farm, or can you simply build the field? It seems like you can simply build the field. What else have I unlocked? Nothing here yet. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. What's this? Decorations. That's not helpful. So yeah, the farm is the only thing that I unlocked, quote unquote, recently. Okay, so soil mixture, sand, clay. What is desirable? Should the thing be all the way to the left, or should the thing be all the way to the right? Once again, no information provided, no tutorial provided. Really, the tutorial of this game is fantastically abysmal. 63, 60, 69, nice. 60. And the sand clay mixture is also a lot in the left side, and I don't know if that is good or not good. Do you want it in the middle, perhaps? I don't know. Okay, let's make it over here. Oh. So it must be 5. It must be at least 5. I think that should be fine like that. I don't know how they're gonna build or what they're gonna plant or what, but I guess we will figure it out as we go. Let's just do a manual save here. Wow, this person is really cutting. Oh, it's a girl. Is really cutting wood. Like, she's not messing around. Okay, so here's a bunch of stuff. Hopefully the harvester will harvest it. Looks like it. I shouldn't really have problem with food. How is my root cellar looking? Well, my root cellar is looking terrible. It only has some berries in it. Should I build another root cellar? Because we obviously don't want our stuff to spoil. Build another root cellar, we can do that. Cellars will be important with regards to the spoilage of your food. You do not want your food to spoil. Okay, the storehouse is looking a little bit better with regards to the storages. I want to harvest some rocks. Do this. Seven people have arrived at your village. They have plans to immigrate. Will you accept them into your village or turn them away? Accept them, obviously. 7 people is a lot. Why would I turn them away? It's almost... I almost doubled my total people in the village now, so... I did build a graveyard. Where's the graveyard? Why isn't the graveyard finished yet? Bustling market would help generate gold and attract new settlers. Market stock houses generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. Hey, can I build a market? Because I wasn't able to build a market previously. Well, I can't build a market. Cannery, blah blah blah. Nope, I can't build a market. I don't even know where the market... Oh, there. Pulpit and stone storehouse. Pulpit. Okay, well, I'm busy building the sawpit over here. So once the saw pit is done, then I will be able to build the market. Okay, now I need wood. They're also busy with the graveyard. So at 30 people, you will be able to go to tier 2. I'm not really a fan of the fact that you can only go to the next tier based on your population. I would much rather have it be like in Age of Empires, where you simply have a resource requirement, you know. So in Age of Empires you have to pay like whatever, 50 wood and 50 stone, and then you can go to tier 2, you know. Then you can upgrade your town place to tier 2. I'm not really a fan of the fact that it has a population requirement. Okay, so I need planks. Do we want it here? Or do we want it more over here, maybe? I think let's put it here. Obstructed by building. Which building? Oh, there's a whatchamacallit there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can place it here. That's not too bad. That's fine. And then we can start to generate some money. New villager is born. Halted due to winter. Okay. So it says some of the food spoiled, but I mean this is inside a root cellar. So what can you do about that? You know, there's not much you can do. A root cellar is literally the best place to store the stuff. Okay, we can see 147 firewood, so I'm almost certain we will have enough firewood. Building has no food. Well, what can I do about that? We will just have to wait until food comes into the area. One of those things. So far they've used about 25 firewood. Like I said, we were at 147, now we are at 122. There we just went up to 134, but in total we used about 25 firewood so far. Oh, there's a bunch of new resource buildings here. Pit, tannery, cobbler shop. All of this requires leather, which I don't have because there's no bloody people. There's no animals in my area. Fletcher building we can do. Basket shop. Basket. Increases the carry efficiency of your villagers by allowing them to carry more. Okay, we can do that. Compost yard. Collect human and animal waste which is converted into usable compost. Compost can be added to crop fields to increase fertility. Okay, but it costs monthly. Why does it cost monthly? None of the other buildings cost monthly, so why does this one? Can't quite understand that, but okay. Okay, so we must make this one priority. So that we can start to generate money. I'm hearing wolves in the area. Hopefully they don't bloody attack us. Yeah, we are already in year 3. Food stocks are low. What the hell are you talking about? There's 18 over there. There's eggs. Holy crap, what happened to all of the food that was in here? There was a crap load of food in there. Where did all of the food go? There's some nuts there, there's some berries there. Like honestly, I should not have issues with food. I have 3 gathering stations and 2 hunter stations. Yeah, come on, I need more planks for this place. And then we can also build some more houses. Why can't I place a road there? I don't understand. I'm trying to place a road over there. It's not allowing me to do that. Don't understand, but okay. So yeah, we have 3 more houses now. That should be nice. That can take our population up to 36 if we want to. Haven't found any game for a while. Consider moving their hunting grounds to a new location. Well, how do I do that? It would be fantastic if there were a tutorial of some kind. Hunting grounds, hunting grounds. Retarget building working radius. Okay, let's try over there maybe, I don't know. You see, all of this stuff should be explained by a tutorial. You know, this newfangled thing called a tutorial, which clearly these developers don't know about. You know, someone should really send them a Wikipedia article for tutorial, because really they don't quite understand the concept. And I actually really like their games. I really like Grim Dawn. It's a really good ARPG. They've sent me code for Grim Dawn in the past, which I really appreciate. It's a really nice game. I would absolutely recommend that you buy Grim Dawn, but This game, like, they just make so many mistakes. I don't understand it. Really, really obvious mistakes. Like I said at the beginning, the transparency with regards to multiple things, the map size, the difficulty, the resources that you get, the amount of enemies that there are. There's absolutely no transparency with regards to that. And a non-existent tutorial like this is a complicated strategy game. It's not just like Age of Empires, you know, where there's nothing really weird going on. This game has a winter, summer, it has a temperature system, it has a sickness system, it has a happiness system, which hasn't been explained at all so far. It has different food types, which also haven't been explained so far. I've gotten 2 tutorials so far, which one of them should have come 4 minutes earlier. So they literally wasted 4 minutes of my time. My people, when I started the game, already had 20% less hunger than what they should have had, because the game, you can't pause the game right at the beginning. So while you're searching for a place to actually place your town center, your people are literally starving. You know, there's just so many things that, in my opinion, are obvious, that the devs really should have thought about. I mean, I understand they're literally going from creating an ARPG game to a strategy RTS. You know, it's a really different game. You know, it's a completely different game. It's like the creators of Fortnite trying to create a strategy RTS. You know, they might not be very good at it, even though this is a perfectly serviceable strategy game so far. It's just that there are issues, you know, which in my opinion should be really obvious. You know, they should not be in the game. But yeah, it's honestly, it's a very good game so far. Like, I have issues with it, but honestly, those issues can be solved in a month. You know, it's really just the transparency. Like I said, they really need to provide more information to the player. The tutorial system is abysmal, like abysmal, absolutely terrible. That's by far the biggest problem that I have with the game. Otherwise than that, everything is pretty good, you know. I don't know what food spoilage does. It would be fantastic to have a tutorial about that as well. You know, the happiness system, no tutorial about that yet. The winter and the season system, no tutorial about that. You know, the tutorial system really, I mean, there isn't even a tutorial system. You could honestly not even call this the two tutorial pop-ups that I've gotten so far. You can't even call that a tutorial, to be honest. So for all intents and purposes, the game does not have a tutorial. That's literally how it is, you know. So that's pretty bad. But otherwise than that, the game is pretty good. I don't like I said, I don't like the fact that in order to go to the next tier of your village, there's a requirement for population. I'm not a fan of that. There's a resource requirement and a population requirement. I would just prefer it to be like in Age of Empires or many other strategy games, where there's just a resource requirement and that's it, you know. Oh, holding attacked. Where's that? Okay, where's the thing that's attacking? It says building attacked, but where's the thing actually? Like, it would also be, there we go. It would also be a really cool, holy shit, that's a bear. Would also be really, really cool to not have to search for the bloody thing. It's highlighted now because I selected it, but look at that. When you don't select it, it's fucking invisible. Okay, so it's attacking the building, not any of my people, fortunately. But we're gonna have to really deal with this bear. Where's all of my people? I want all of my people. We're gonna have to kick this bear's ass. It would really just be nice if I could actually see the bloody bear. Kill it, kill it, kill it! You bastard. Okay, so not a single person died. That's good. And it damaged my building a little bit, but honestly, it's not so bad. And I mean, even the attack system, like the predator system, and the fact that you have to click and drag all of your people and right click on top of the enemy, that might be obvious to someone who has played a lot of strategy games, but it will not be obvious to someone who is used to, for instance, Grim Dawn, which is the previous game that these developers made. It would not be obvious to people like that, you know, people who think like, okay, this developer made a good game, they made Grim Dawn, let me try their other game, you know, someone, oh, another one is being attacked. Someone who is completely new to a game like this. What is that? A wolf, okay. And now they're expected to just literally sniff out all of the different mechanics of the game. You know, it's not really the way that you're supposed to make a game. You're supposed to at least explain the basics of a game to a player. You must assume that the player is completely new to the genre and has never played a game like this, you know. And it's just really evident that someone who has never played this type of game is really going to struggle to understand the game, because even I, who have played more than a couple thousand probably hours of these types of strategy games, you know, Settlers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, StarCraft, Age of Empires, like Command and Conquer. I've played every strategy game under the sun. And even for me, there are certain things in this game that I don't understand, you know? So it's really, really important to explain the stuff. And like I say, this game's tutorial is abysmal. So yeah, honestly, that's the biggest problem that I have with the game. Otherwise than that, it's a totally serviceable game, and I can actually recommend the game. The game is a little bit expensive, $30. You can buy some very, very good strategy games for $30. Like, honestly, there are some absolute bangers out there for $30. I mean, I could quickly have a look how much Banished costs, for instance, and then tell you. So Banished is $20, and Banished is a fantastic strategy game. So honestly, I cannot recommend that you play this game over Banished. Like, Banished is $20, it's cheaper, and it is a fantastic strategy game, you know. So honestly, that already should tell you that this game is overpriced. You know, asking $30 for this game when there are other fantastic strategy games out there, I just can't recommend this game over those games, you know, over games like Banished. But honestly, if $30 is not a lot of money to you, then sure, you can totally go ahead and buy this game. you will probably get some enjoyment out of it. Like I say, it's a totally fine strategy game, you know. There's nothing bad about it, except the tutorial. The tutorial is absolutely laughable. But yeah, honestly, I can recommend the game. The location desirability system really needs a tutorial because I still don't understand it. I'm just moving it around until I see a number that I like, and then I place it there. But honestly, it should be explained, and currently it's not explained at all. But yeah, otherwise than that, I can totally recommend the game. And I just think it's a little bit expensive, but I mean, you will know if $30 is a lot of money for you, then you will know the limit, I guess I can say, of what you will find acceptable or not acceptable with regards to how good a game should be, you know. And this game is pretty good. And I do think that it's worth $30. I paid $30 for this game. I didn't receive key for this game or nothing like that, you know. And honestly, I don't regret my purchase. It's fine, you know. The game is still in early access, like I said. And what the hell is the difference between this? You see there, minus 6%, and then I move it one space further, 0%. 6% minus 0%. So what's the difference between these two? That there's such a massive difference between 6% and 0%. I just honestly don't understand it. Really, the desirability system should really be explained. Not only the desirability system, but what the desirability system actually impacts. They haven't even explained that. Like, what is the actual impact of the desirability system? Does it impact the output of the building, you know, or does it simply impact the happiness of the people working inside the building, something like that, you know? None of that is explained. Oh, we can select our crop. Okay. Soil mixture, add sand, add clay. Okay, so they say you want it right in the middle. So you see, that's another thing that they didn't explain. If I went over here, then the sand, the ground is very sandy over here. But over here at the top left, it's more clay. It's almost completely clay. So if I placed it over there, I would have been screwed. And if I placed it over here, I would have been screwed. So fortunately, I placed it in I didn't place it in the perfect place because I didn't know. But fortunately, it's not too bad. And then there's other additional things like weed level and rockiness, which even wasn't explained either, you know. So there's so much in this game that isn't explained. It's really terrible. So honestly, the devs really need to bloody put that tutorial system in this game, because currently what is here is absolutely unacceptable. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can build different crops, and I'm sure that each and every one of them have different stuff. You see there, the one wants rockiness, the other one has frost tolerance, heat tolerance, grow time, weed suppression, fertility dependence, crop yield. You know, it's a really in-depth system, and unfortunately so much of the system and the game mechanics simply aren't explained. So yeah, guys, honestly, I can recommend the game, but like I said, the tutorial is simply abysmal. By the way, while we are on the topic of the developers of Crate Entertainment, those are the people who made this game, and also Grim Dawn, you can actually buy Grim Dawn on Nexus.gg. You cannot buy this game on there for some reason. I think they just haven't listed this game on there yet. But you can buy Grim Dawn, which, like I said, is a fantastic RPG from them on nexus.gg/LFP Gaming, and you will be buying it directly from them. So if you buy any games on there, you buy it directly from the developers. So you can support it, not only the developers, because the developers get more of your money. They get 30% more of your money if you buy a game on nexus.gg, but you can also support me because I get a small percentage of the purchase price as well. So if you want to either buy the other game that these developers make, which is Grim Dawn, which you can buy on Nexus, or any other very good games, there's all of the Borderlands are on there. There's Grim Dawn, there's God of War, there's Horizon Zero Dawn, there's Jurassic World Evolution, which is another good strategy game. There's many games on there, and like I say, any games that you buy on there, you buy directly from the developers. You still get your Steam key, and I get a small percentage of the cut as well. So you're not only supporting the developers, but you're also supporting me by buying it through nexus.gg, because the developers don't have to pay the normal 30% percentage revenue to Valve, because Valve takes 30% of their money normally, and they don't need to do that on Nexus. So you still get your Steam key, but you can support the developer and you can support me as well by buying games through there. And like I said, I bought this game with my own money and the money that you guys support me with through my Patreon donations and through nexus.gg. So it's really appreciated, and if you guys want to see more reviews, then you know what to do. Just support me through Nexus or through Patreon, and I will use that money to buy more games and to do more reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. My final opinion on the game is that it's a pretty in-depth and difficult strategy game, and it's still in early access, and I think definitely there's still some things that can be improved, obviously, but it looks good. What's here currently definitely looks good. So I can recommend the game. It's more expensive than other strategy games in the genre, like Banished, for instance. But otherwise than that, it's a pretty good strategy game, to be honest. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.